What is up, guys? Welcome to my new video, and in today's video we have something new. We are going to try to make 1 million gold with this level 1 druid. And now, once I said that, it's time for you to meet our Terran druid, Playa Pimp. He's going to be our main protagonist in this challenge whilst we try to make 1 million gold. And now, before you already go to comment, I know you. The reason why we aren't level 1 is because you cannot gather if you are, or if you cannot take your professions if you are level 1. And for that reason our XP is not locked, but trust me on this one, I'm not looking to level. Just look at the XP that we are getting from gathering. If I kill a mob, I'll get 100 XP, and if I gather an ore or a herb, I'm going to get 600. So I wanted to get that out of the way. Apart from that, how is this challenge going to look like? As I said, we want to get 1 million gold, and I was thinking about switching that up. Like, we are going to try to get 300,000 gold in just classic, or like all of the older zones and so on. Then we could try to get another 300,000 gold from like TBC and Breath of the Lich King, as I didn't really farm gold in those expansions. And that would be already putting us up to like 600k gold. Then in the meantime, I mean, for the other 400,000 that is going to like stay, I was actually thinking we could go to Cataclysm, since Cataclysm I also played maybe like a kid for a bit, but not too much, and I would really like to revisit it. I mean, this is pretty much revisiting all of the old zones, trying all of the old stuff, looking at the world that is basically just left behind us at this point. And I think that is going to be the plan that we are going to hold on. 300,000 in Classic, 300 in TBC, 300 in Cataclysm, and the last 100k we can actually earn in Mists of Pandaria. Not the oldest expansion, but still worth to go. Let's see what we are going to deal with. And now, once I've said that, on your screen, of course, you're looking at mining and herbalism. But let me assure you, not a single episode is going to have just that. Later on in the video, I mean, just before the end, you're going to see why most of this episode is actually going to be mining and herbalism. Well, it's because I want to, every single episode, try out something new. And I don't want to mine and herb for the next 10 episodes. Rather, we are just going to do that in 1.5 episodes, and then we can ditch those professions and try out new ones, and also with some new crafting professions. Just so every single day is something new, or every single episode. Of course, it's not going to be every single day, but with that being said, I mean, the druid is basically just some random gear that I had left over on this character. And I mean, not random gear, it's the heirlooms, but it's just random ones that I had. They are like up to level 29 or something, I'm not really sure, nor do I care, trust me. If we are going to have problem with the gear, we are just going to do a few quests and get it. But apart from that, I'm going to leave you as of now, and we are going to start the challenge, or I'm going to show you everything that I recorded, and yeah, I hope you enjoy. And finally, it was time to start gathering. And little to my surprise, I actually thought you could pick up the gathering profession straight up at level 1, but as you can see, we cannot. And if you're wondering what am I doing currently, I was pretty sure that I was missing gold. I still didn't manage to realize that you need to be level 5. But after I did that, I went on to do 2 quests, get me to level 5, and finally pick up my professions. And once again, the thing you are going to notice is that I bought the gathering tools. But being the idiot that I am and having brain damage, I did not equip them. I just do not know what am I doing either. But trust me, I realized my mistake later on. Pretty much later on, but it doesn't matter. Here I hit level 10, basically straight up went to gathering. And if you're wondering how did I have the mount that was driving me, I think it was like an achievement once you get 30 heirlooms or something like that. I got that like 3 years ago, something like that, I'm not really sure. After basically I got my flying, I went in Ashara to switch up the team a bit from Mulgore, and basically just farm here a bit until all of the tin ores were green. And here I went to the Stone Talon Mountains, where I actually found a rare. Now I'm also going to get the add-on that shows you the rare on the map, as they can maybe get us some pretty decent drops that we can hopefully sell on the auction house and make some gold. Here I finally did level 20, and since all of the time I had sky riding, I thought the normal riding would help me out much more. I didn't show that here, but normal riding was really slow, so I ended up sticking with sky, however it is called, I forget so fast. And here I actually wanted to deposit all of my items, so I went on to clear the inventory. I won't show you all of it, but I went on, deposited everything, and made my way on to Desolace, our final destination for this video, where I also found a rare, got an item, but as you can see, at this point my inventory is pretty full, because I already did farm for like an hour and a half. I didn't really look at the hour, because I farmed for like 20 minutes, logged off, farmed for another 20 when I had time, and so on. It wasn't like in my other videos where I did it in the War Within, and it's just basically 1 hour where I stick to it and we see how much gold we made per hour. This is not like that. Maybe I'm going to implement that once I start farming the thorium, or however the ore is called. I really didn't mind in these older expansions for quite some time. And here you can basically see, if you are going to farm for an hour consistently, you're going to have the problem with the basically this sky riding, because you are not going to get your recharges fast enough. But since we are low level and the mobs are same level as us, they are going to target us most of the time, and once you go in to fight them, in the meantime, whilst you kill them, you're going to get one recharge. And maybe some of you are going to say it's not fair that you went with a druid, but I think this is going to be hard enough, and that is the whole reason why I went with a druid. And of course, sometimes I like to pull all the mobs, AoE them down, but this happens like once every 20 minutes, and I know I was a hardcore druid hater, but I'm really starting to like it. And basically I just went on to finish the farm in Desolace and farmed it for maybe like an hour longer, because as I'm going to say in the later on part of this video, I want to gather as much as possible before I switch up all of my professions. And here I just finished the farm, and guys, I finally made my way to Orgrimmar, and here I sold all of the trash items that we had. And now, no, I do not want to join the guild. Now we are going to actually look into everything that we have gathered so far. Now, here, where do we have the Warband Bank? All these old materials are actually from this account. I mean, as you could have seen 2 minutes ago when I deposited this, at least in a video, it was 2 minutes apart. But apart from that, I think I'm actually going to store everything in the bank. Why? Well, it's because I actually want to pick up some crafting professions on this account, and I do not want to be changing them constantly. In a way, like I want to pick up engineering or blacksmithing, but I want to do another farm where I'm going to get the last of the ores that I didn't get as of now, and then once we get rid of actually mining or herbalism or whatever we are going to do, since I never farmed gold in the older expansions, I'm not really sure, but we are of course going to take a look at it, just so that all of the professions are ready and that we have enough materials in just so it doesn't just so we don't have to spend the gold on the auction house buying more materials and so on. And currently what I want to do is basically I will not be doing any cooking, so any meat that we have or these venom sacks and so on, we are going to sell right now. Jade we are not. These swords, the was this copper chain vest, I mean it's going to sell for a silver probably, but you know, Silver is a silver. Now let's see the warband bank. What do we have here? A fishing pole. I'll actually need that. We want to sell the meat. These potions. Or maybe they are going to be used in something. I'm not sure. I'm going to leave them as of now. Here we have some more meat and eggs. And last plank. Another recipe. Light feather. Linen cloth. And if I'm not blind, I would actually think that this is everything. Now let's just post that up on the auction house. Of course, for the next episode I will set up the TSM, but currently we do not have it, and for just 1 minute I'm not going to bother with it. This is going for 333 gold. If anyone pays that, well, I don't know. But let's hope they do, because we are far away from our goal. But that is okay, since it's only the first episode and we really do not care that much, since we are just getting started. We are just getting the materials that we need to start crafting, start making some real gold. Here, let's do 765. I mean, just want to post this really fast on the auction house so it doesn't take up any of your time. I mean, if these items actually do sell, like whilst the challenge is active, it's going to be good, but at least from my experience, I do not really have any luck with these transmogs. See, it's large venom sack, 8 silver, wow. Spider leg, not that expensive either. Wool cloth actually going to get us 10 silver. Strider meat, 21. Wolf meat going to get us 2 gold, 40. Mystery meat, actually 14 silver. Small eggs, we have, wow, small eggs are actually selling, okay? That is pretty decent. I mean, for a level 1 can farm them. I mean, that is pretty good gold for such a low level. Buzzard wing, also going for 9 gold. Light feather, as per usual, not really worth it. Linen cloth, small amount of gold, and mage weave cloth. And with that, we are pretty much done with the auction house and with everything that is going to be happening in this episode. Now, I don't know if I said it before or I didn't. Every single video we are going to be implementing something new, trying something new out, seeing if we can make gold with that, and so on. Why? Because I do not want every single video to be just mining, herbalism, and then crafting something. No. Every single video we are going to actually implement a new farm, try out something new, and see what gives us the best results. And that is the reason why most of this episode was mining and herbalism, just so I can gather the materials. Maybe we have like 3 more minutes in the next one, and then I'm going to take it totally out and we are going to switch our focus on totally new things. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, just thank you for following me on this journey to see if we can make 1 million gold on this, well, currently level 28 druid. But the level isn't important to us. If we could gather at level 1, we would. But since we can't, you know, some XP is also fine. With that being said, once again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.